1, 2, 3, 4. I wanna feel pretty and lay in bed when nobody's with me. I don't have a spine, it goes straight to my head. I'll sing if I want.
Welcome back to At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. More than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It's your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermilion and Yankton. And we're going to be talking some Gayville Volin Raiders softball, brought to you by Westie's Electric. And we are talking with Jolie Westrum. Jolie, how are you doing today?
I am doing amazing. How are you?
Well, I am better than I deserve, and it's always an exciting time when we're talking state something, and it's always the last big hurrah for the year. So how exciting is it?
It is super exciting to be back.
Well, we're gonna talk more about that, but let's get to know you a little bit. Take a moment to tell us a little bit about you, your family, hobbies, interests, anything like that.
Okay, well, I'm going to be a senior at Gayville. I have a twin sister and a younger sister, and then my mom and her boyfriend. We all live right outside of Yankton. Hobbies outside of sports, I like to sing and read, and we have a pet donkey, so getting to take care of her is pretty fun too.
Did you say a pet donkey?
Yep.
Okay.
We have a mini donkey.
All right, what's the name?
Dolly.
Dolly the donkey. All right, excellent. Now, are you able to ride Dolly?
Nope. I feel like I'd break her.
Okay, so like mini, when we're talking mini, how mini is mini?
So she's actually on the bigger side of the mini donkeys. She's almost full size.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right, excellent. Well, that is so cool. And you said you like to sing and read. If somebody just said, hey, what's your go-to for reading, whether it's an author or a genre, what do you like? Or what are you reading currently?
I read a lot of Freida McFadden and mystery and psychological thrillers type of stuff. Okay. Right now I'm reading her newest one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's kind of like a write-your-own story type of thing. Okay.
All right. Now, has anything she done been made into movies or anything like that? Or
yeah, one of her books from like 2022, The Housemaid, was made into a movie, and I went and saw that, and that was pretty cool.
Really? Okay. Now, it's always one of those things. Did they stick to the story pretty well with the movie, or were you disappointed, or was it pretty good?
It was almost identical. I was really impressed with how similar it was.
Well, that's amazing. And that's always interesting just to know the differences. And I think it's always funny because I've had times where I've read a book and then gone to the movie, or gone to a movie and then read the book, and the differences are always interesting. So I'm glad they stuck to it pretty well. So cool. And then you like to sing. So like, what do you like to sing? Are you in choir or anything, or this is just kind of singing as you're walking, driving, doing whatever?
So I was in choir up until last year, and then I do a lot of karaoke with my mom out at the campground or just random places. I get signed up a lot by her.
All right.
So yeah, it's mainly just for fun.
Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, I sing a lot of Bruno Mars, like Count on Me or Talking to the Moon. My mom makes me sing a lot of Adele sometimes too. That's kind of hard.
All right. Excellent. I love karaoke. So that is, it's always intriguing. It's always fun to see what people feel comfortable with. So awesome. All right. And you're going to be a senior. So have you thought about what you want to do after high school?
Yeah, so I want to go into emergency medicine. I want to be an ER doctor. Right now I'm thinking of going to UNO up in Omaha, but I've also been getting a couple of track offers, so that kind of shifted my perspective a little bit.
Okay, because that way if you get some, like, may I ask, and you can feel free to say none of your business, but who have you heard from?
I've heard from Jamestown up in North Dakota. Okay. I also heard from DWU. So those are my two that I've mainly been talking to.
Okay. All right. Well, excellent. And what any specific event that they're looking at you for, or just kind of general track?
Yeah, they're looking at me for distance and jumping and potentially cross country.
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I mean, if you could get some or a lot of your school paid for, that'd be nice if you could get that foundation. So if they're able to academically help you meet your goals of, you said emergency room doctor.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, that's pretty high stress. What is it about being an ER doc that appeals to you?
Well, I've always kind of wanted to deal with something like emergency type, but I also want to deal with patients. So I feel like this combines both pretty well, to be able to deal with patients and have a little bit of the urgent care feel.
All right. Now, do you ever watch TV or movies that are ER based?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Have you watched The Pit?
Oh, my gosh, I love The Pit.
Okay. So have you seen the second season?
I haven't yet. I'm excited to watch it, though.
See, I haven't either, and I don't have HBO Max, so I'm trying to figure out if it's worth me, because that's really the only reason I'm looking to get it is for The Pit. So I'm like, okay, is it worth it? Because I've heard good things about it. So, but that first season was amazing, just what they could do with the whole TikTok, here's our 12-hour thing. And so I'm excited to see it. I just need to see, or if somebody will let me lounge on their couch for a weekend and just binge it. I don't know. But all right. And what else would you watch as far as ER type of content?
I watched Grey's Anatomy. I kind of restarted, so I've watched a lot of it, and now I'm kind of back at the beginning.
Okay.
I've also watched like the Chicago Med and stuff like that.
All right. Well, and now that you're maybe a little bit older and maybe rewatching, are you watching with a different eye on the medical part of it?
Oh, definitely.
All right.
Like, it's crazy. Before I was just watching to watch it, but now, like, I'm paying closer attention. And The Pit's actually kind of what got me hooked on the ER part, because I knew I wanted to do something medical, and just seeing that type of stuff was really, like, eye-opening for me.
All right. Well, I love hearing that. Awesome. Well, cool. And see, and that's why I like these interviews. I like hearing more about that, because we're going to talk softball, but softball is softball, and that's it's fun. But it's fun to talk about stuff like that. So thank you so much. And we're going to talk softball, but you okay answering a few icebreakers?
Yeah.
All right. I'm breaking out some new ones, so some of these might fall a little flat. I've had ups and downs with some of these, so we'll see. But what is your favorite sport?
Oh, gosh. Okay. That's a tough one. Right now, I think basketball.
Okay. All right. What is it about basketball that is the most appealing?
Well, my teammates are amazing, so they really helped me out. And then just the competitiveness where it's kind of individualized, but also very team-like, and I really love it.
All right. Okay. I like that. Now, if you were a superhero, what would your superpower be? And what would you want your name to be?
Okay. I definitely want to time travel or be able to travel in time.
Okay.
I don't know about name.
I know the name's always weird because you don't want it to be too on the nose. You want it to be something marketable, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
I don't know either.
I'm going to put a pin in that one. That one feels like maybe it's not one to spring on somebody. That might be one I have to give somebody ahead of time. So, all right. Now, what's a crazy activity or event that you hope to do someday? Kind of a bucket list item.
I want to go skydiving, and then I also want to run a marathon, at least one marathon in my lifetime.
All right. Now, so marathon, 26.2 miles. That's right? 26.2? Something like that.
Yep.
What's the furthest distance that you've run in a single shot?
I've done 10 miles in my lifetime. Well, not in my lifetime, but like at one time, 10 miles-ish.
Okay. All right. So would you maybe try a half marathon first just to kind of break the ice on it and see about it? Or would you try to, or would it be one of those things where you feel like you need to just pull the Band-Aid off and go for a marathon?
I definitely do a half marathon first. Me and one of my friends, we've kind of talked about it, and we're like, yeah, it'd be cool to do a half marathon and then eventually get up to a full marathon.
Okay. All right. Now, what is the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
Pickles and peanut butter together.
Okay. Now, were you dipping the pickles in the peanut butter? Were they like pickle spears or full whole pickles or
So someone made me a pickle and peanut butter sandwich once. Honestly, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't terrible.
Huh. Now, I don't think I've ever had that. I've had pickles and or not pickles. Well, I've had pickles and mayonnaise, but peanut butter and mayonnaise, and that wasn't too bad. But pickles and peanut butter. All right, excellent. Well, and that leads to the next one because you had a little bit of both, two of these here. But if you're just choosing to eat something, would you go sweet, salty, or sour?
I'd go salty.
All right. And do you have a specific thing in mind, or just you enjoy more salty foods than sweet or sour?
I love popcorn and pickles and salt and vinegar chips, so definitely would go salty.
All right. And salt and vinegar chips, very underrated. Very underrated.
Very underrated.
I agree. I love those things. So that's why I've learned as I'm on my fitness journey, I've learned there are just certain things I have to stay away from because I can't eat just one chip. I can't even just eat a little bag. It's like they just continually go. So
yeah, they're addicting.
They really are. They really are. All right. Now, have you ever met a celebrity? And if so, who?
I don't think I have. I mean, Kristi Noem is pretty popular. I met her.
Okay.
But I don't think I've met anybody like big time.
All right. Well, I mean, she's bigger than most. It's bigger than meeting me. So that's cool. We'll count that. Kristi Noem. All right. Well, and finally, as you go through life, and this can be a celebrity, it can be an athlete, it can be somebody close to home, but as you go through life, who is someone or are some people that you hold up as examples as to how you'd like to live?
Honestly, people like athletes like Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry and just athletes who are really humble and stay humble. I'd love to live up to be like those people.
All right. I think that sounds great. Well, I feel like some of those were winners. I think the superpower or superhero name is probably one that I need to give ahead of time because that one felt like the one that stumped you the most. But do you think the other ones are winners?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Excellent. Well, you did great on the icebreakers, but you willing to talk a little state softball?
Yeah.
All right. So coming into this season, like so many teams this year, after 3 years of softball, it felt like a lot of teams were finding new pitchers, and you guys were among them. Was there a little uneasiness or anxiety heading into this year, wondering, okay, we've had the same player in the circle all 3 years. What's this going to be like?
Yes, I was definitely so nervous. I went from pitching 2 total games last year to now pitching almost every single game this season. So coming into it, I was very, very nervous and just kind of excited to see where it would go.
And was it more exciting? I mean, was it something you had in you? Because I always make sure I tell my athletes that I'm interviewing, I'm asking this question because I was not an athlete in any way, shape, or form. So was it something that you knew you had it in you and it was just something that you could do, or were you even unsure about yourself?
I mean, I've been going to pitching lessons, and last year I went to pitching lessons with Ayla. But it was still kind of something like I didn't want to let my teammates down. So I was a little bit unsure about it. But I grew more confident as the season went on.
All right. And as the season went on, your team also showed it had pretty good bats. You have 3 players batting over 500, 1 through 9 batting over 300. How encouraging and assuring is that as a pitcher to know that, okay, if I don't have it today, if I might not be able to shut them out, or they might score more than 1 or 2 runs, but more often than not, my team's going to be able to outscore them. Is there a certain safety net to that for you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have so much confidence in my teammates because they've proven that they will show up for me, where I don't even get super nervous before games anymore because I know if I'm not doing well, my teammates have my back and will pick up any slack I leave. So it's been amazing having not only our bats, but our defense both going very strong.
Well, and this is a team that's been together. This is the 4th year at state, and you guys, almost all of these players have been there this entire time. What do you attribute this success, especially the success recently for girls athletics at Gayville Volin, not just in softball, but also track and field, volleyball, basketball? What is it? Is it something in the water? What do you attribute that?
I think it's just like the family. Like, we've all been playing together since we were little, and the team chemistry of these teams has been better than any teams I've been a part of. So I think it's just the fact that we're confident in playing with each other, and we're having fun out there. It doesn't feel like something we have to do. It feels like more of a group of people sharing a hobby.
All right. And so, you guys are heading back to state, but I think this was the first year that your Sodac 16 was on the road. What was that feeling like, having to go on the road to play for your state berth?
It was very different. We were all super nervous going into it just because it's not something we've ever had to do. I think our mindsets were a little different. We were more focused on doing the best right from the beginning. But I also think it was fun getting to travel, get the win, and then travel home together and the celebrations on the bus. It was just a lot of fun.
And how nice was it to kind of avenge that earlier loss that you had to Chester and kind of get that monkey off your back?
It was so sweet because we know Chester's a really good team, and we have known that all season. So that was kind of the big thing. Like, going up there, we told our team that we have to start from the beginning, because if we don't, it's just going to be really, really hard to get the win. So it was super sweet just getting to avenge ourselves from earlier.
Well, and all season long, you guys have had some really good games. You guys, just like you have in volleyball and basketball, tested yourselves, and that has led to some losses to Class A teams, but good Class A teams, and to really good Class B teams. So when you look at it, you guys didn't have one of those losses where it's just like, ooh, that's a rough one. But how do you feel that those games against a Tri-Valley, a Vermilion, a Chester, a Hanson have prepared you for this state tournament?
I think those games are kind of what drove us to the success, because we stuck with those teams pretty well, and that kind of showed us that if we play our best, we can stick with any team. And I think that drove our bats and our success, because those teams have some of the best pitchers we've ever seen. And the fact that we could get hits off of them really gave us all the confidence I think we needed throughout the season.
All right. And now you guys start off with a Florence Henry team that you haven't seen yet. What do you know about them, and what's the mindset heading into this?
Honestly, we don't really know a lot. We know their pitcher is pretty much what we've been seeing. So that gave us a little bit of confidence going in, knowing that we have faced pitchers like her. But other than that, we're pretty much going into it blind.
All right, and it's more just kind of play your game and let the chips fall where they may?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, Jolie, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I really appreciate it. Best of luck. Travel safely to Aberdeen. It's going to be fun to see you guys in action. And, you're going to be a senior, so I have a feeling you take part in a couple of activities that we might talk next year, if that's okay with you, unless you're tired of me.
Oh, no, definitely. We can definitely talk next year.
That sounds great. Well, good luck. Have fun up at state. And what's the thing you're looking forward to most?
Just getting to play with my teammates and stay in the hotel and just have a bunch of fun.
All right. And I should have asked, what are your summer plans?
So I just got a job at a nursing home that I'm a CNA at, and then we're going to be in a basketball league, and then also have some volleyball camps and volleyball open gyms.
All right. Well, it sounds like a busy one. Hopefully you get some karaokeing in and some reading in, but otherwise enjoy your summer, and we'll talk to you next year, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Jolie Westrum, pitcher for the Gayville Volin Raiders, and had a really nice year, 12-5, little over 3 ERA. Just really stepped up well and has pitched well for this team, and so exciting times. And if you'd be interested in sponsoring these Gayville Volin Raider ramblings, Westie's Electric is a sponsor, but we have room for a couple more. If you'd like to be a sponsor, I'd be talking about you right now, just like I would have talked about you at the intro, and we'd run an ad for you. And then this would all be put up on YouTube on At the Mic with Michael Schumacher. So give me a call, 605-661-5858. Best of luck to the Gayville Volin Raiders, as we'll be covering them. We're also covering Avon, Freeman Marion Freeman Academy, Beersford in Class A, and Elk Point Jefferson in Class A. So a great contingent from Southeast South Dakota at the state tournament up in Aberdeen. And that'll all be on 5-star streaming on YouTube. Gage Ravelette and Zach Spear will be calling those games. All right, we'll be back with more on At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis on Fox Sports Radio.